It was supposed to be a normal Friday night, just another loud, messy college party. But that night, that call, it still haunts me. I was sitting on my dorm bed, headphones on, zoning out to some lo-fi playlist when my phone rang. It was Matt, my best friend since freshman year. We'd been through everything together, finals, breakups, hangovers, all of it. But that night, his voice wasn't the one I knew. Help me. Just that, barely audible over the thumping bass of a party in the background. Matt, I said, sitting up straight. Where are you? They're not who they say they are. Then the call cut off. I stared at my phone like it had just spoken in tongues. I tried calling back, 3 times, straight to voicemail. Matt had mentioned he was going to a frat party across town. One of those off-campus houses nobody really knew who owned. Zeta Tau something, not even an official fraternity, more like a club that existed in the shadows. I knew something was wrong. This wasn't a drunk call. Matt sounded terrified. I grabbed my jacket, keys, and bolted. The cold night air slapped me awake as I got in my car. The address he gave me earlier that day was etched in my memory. When I got there, it didn't feel right. The house looked normal from the outside, lights on, music still playing, front door slightly open, but there were no cars in the driveway, no people on the lawn, no shouting or movement. Just the echo of distant music looping like a broken record. I stepped inside, and that's when I realized something was very, very wrong. The music was playing, yes, but there was no one dancing. No red cups, no overturned chairs, no bodies passed out on couches. Nothing, just silence between the beats, and a strange smell, faint, metallic, like old blood and bleach. Matt? I called out. My voice sounded swallowed by the space. No answer. I walked through the house, room by room, living room empty, kitchen empty, basement door locked. Then I saw it, his phone, lying on the hallway floor, the screen cracked, flashlight still on. I picked it up. The wallpaper was still the same, us at the beach last summer, but there were no recent texts. No call logs, nothing. Like someone wiped it clean. That's when I heard a sound upstairs, soft, like footsteps, but too light to be a person. Still, I followed it. Each step creaked louder than the last. At the top of the stairs, the hallway was pitch black, except for one open door at the end, just slightly ajar, light flickering inside. I walked toward it. My hand trembled as I pushed it open. Inside was a party, or rather, what looked like one frozen in time. People standing perfectly still. A guy in mid-laugh, mouth open, but not breathing. A girl holding a drink, unmoving, eyes wide like a doll's. It was like walking into a wax museum, except I could feel something pulsing behind their stillness, like they weren't statues, like they were watching me, and then they blinked, all of them, at the same time. I ran, back down the stairs, toward the front door, but it was gone. I swear to you, it was just gone. Not shut, not locked, gone. Just a blank wall where the door had been. My breathing turned ragged, my vision blurred. I looked behind me, no one. But I could hear whispers, not voices, just the idea of voices, echoes that seemed to crawl into my ears, twisting inside my skull. Then a voice, Matt's, not whispered this time, screamed, "Don't let them take you!" And then silence again. I don't know how I got out. I remember collapsing on the lawn across the street. A neighbor found me, called the cops. But when the police showed up, the house was empty. Dusty, abandoned. They said nobody had lived there in over a decade. No music, no signs of a party. No Matt. The number he called me from never existed. His phone, they said it wasn't real either. I still remember holding it in my hands. They called it stress, hallucination. Maybe I made it up. But I know what I heard, I know what I saw, and I know Matt was there. Some nights I still hear him, whispers in the static, in dreams where time feels stuck. He calls out the same way, "Matt, help me!" But I can't help him, because whatever took him that night is still out there, waiting, and the party never ends.